Hello everybody, my name is Merc. We're picking up exactly where we left off. Same session, I haven't moved. Maybe I should have got up and stretched a little bit, but I did not. We're going to continue along this lower section here. I don't know if I'll wrap around in there, fight those wolves. I probably will, but we're definitely going to make our way to the Divine Tower and then make our way back up there along the coast. That said, we have this patrol group in front of us. This first knight looks rather deadly. The sorceress is in the back. Probably pretty scary too. Let's hop off the horse, see if we can creep up on him a little bit. So if we can take out the sorcerers first, then we might be in a better place. Alright. He tried to save his sorcerer friends. Holy crap. Quite a flamethrower attack he's got. Trying to go for the backstab there. Did not happen as I expected. What if I do my own fire? It's not the fire spell that I have. This one is. Oh, whoop, that's the wrong one. This one is. In hindsight, this man is probably resistant to fire. I think he was trying to go for a combustion attack after that combo. We did chug fast enough that we got our flask back immediately, which is cool. We'll take these off our bar. Let's maybe make some more stuff. Sleep pots are pretty good. We do have a lot of Trina lilies now. We could also just run around throwing more fetid pots. I kind of want to do that. Not that badly though. We do have a lot of thin beast bones, so we'll make some more bone darts at the very least. And then I guess head onwards. Don't fall down there. We are still atop a rather large cliff, even if we are more on the lowlands. I don't know how this one saw me, but it did. I jumped over its slash, which is odd. Man, they got a crown of thorns going on, and thorns on their hands, and thorns on their feet. Looks like these people live for misery. They thrive on it. I'm all for taking the good with the bad, or the bad with the good, but I don't know if I'll intentionally be putting thorns on my feet and walking around with them. That seems unfun. Of all the words I could choose, unfun is the one I did. Alright, more wolves, white wolves in fact, so we need to be a little wary. We actually have 3 of them here. 2 of them are already wrecking our face. Okay. 2 left. 1 is hurt. Apologies, had to scratch my nose. Stop in the middle of combat to give a nose a scratch. I doubt there's anything over here, but there is apparently a site of grace, so I guess we'll touch that one too. We're definitely not walking into the water, though. Not for any real, like, I'm scared of walking into the water reasons. I just don't want to worry about exploring that area yet, because it's going to be a pain in the butt to explore, as I've been kind of saying. We still haven't went to this Ever Jail, and we still won't. Not for a while, it seems. Don't feel like teleporting down there just to go fighting the boss. Maybe if we do a big section where we have not encountered a boss, I'll go back and fight that. But for now, we're just gonna continue. Tried to get the drag hit in, but it didn't happen that way. Okay, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Again, it comboed me while I was still on the ground. I swear I was pressing roll. Maybe I just gotta be fighting these things off the horse, because the moment the horse dies, I die too, it feels like. There's gotta be like a punishment for you losing the horse while you're on top of it. But the fact that it's seemingly you cannot roll out of that animation where you have to get up feels like a really hefty price to pay. And I guess some of it is because PvP balance. Because if you lose your horse in PvP... Wait, you can't even ride the horse when you're PvPing. So that doesn't make sense at all. Listen, I'm just really salty when I die to wolves while I'm riding a friggin' horse. That's all I'm saying about that. Here we go again. I guess I'm getting slightly better at dealing with the horse or the wolves while on the horse. I don't know why I locked onto the one so dang far away. Running out of stamina. Sick of these dang wolves. Got a decent amount of souls going on. Hopefully we'll find another site of grace and maybe spend them at some point. You know me, that's not really happening though. Bunch of tarnished golden sunflowers. Where was that? Oh yeah, this is the group of commoners. Aristocrat Garb altered. That's new. Are we still in combat? Why is it... It's still playing the combat music and we cannot craft. Which to me suggests we're still in combat somehow. Well, I'm gonna go read about this Aristocrat Garb while we're in combat, apparently. High-quality garb adorned with fine golden embroidery. Travel attire worn by nobles in the capital, terribly faded and tattered. Abandoning their birthplace after the shattering, these undead wanderers are the pitiful product of unending life. Confirming that everything we're encountering is undead for the most part. Most of the humanoids, anyway. That's right, these nerds are back alive. I guess it makes sense why the one saw us. Because it is looking in this direction. Smoldering butterfly. I was hoping to get a piece of armor so we could identify them. We're no longer in battle. Do I actually want to craft anything? No. Not really. Slowly approaching the Divine Tower. Oh, this would explain why we were still in combat. It was you. Any more of your invisible friends around? I mean, of course there are. Oh, you were right in front of me. I thought you were like closer to the path. Got another twinkling sound. I imagine there's going to be even more invisible sorcerers here, wherever this scarab is. Right here, in fact. Somber Smithing Stone 3. Is that the one I needed? I don't even remember now. I'm like so out of it. It is! Oh my gosh, we can upgrade the grafted greatsword. Grafted blade greatsword? That might be the name of it. Holy crap. It only took us forever and a half, it feels like, but we finally got the somber smithing stone we needed. I'm really hoping that is what we needed. Now I'm double checking. Yeah, because we've had 4s. We've been sitting on a bunch of 4s from when we were exploring in Caelid, I imagine. Also, probably when we went to Siafra River in the underground section. Nothing in this corner aside from some materials. What else is new? Precious item ahead, indeed. I'm surprised there were no, like, noble sorcerers guarding it. I think we've now explored around the foot of this tower. That said, have we? Because there's a whole section over there. A whole section with pot warriors. They're like doing yoga. Wonder if there's a way to get over there. Maybe all these messages are saying that there's a secret path ahead. Nope, it's saying mushroom ahead. My favorite of all the messages. Hidden path ahead. How does that work? The map does say there's a path here. But this last message. Didn't expect liar map. So they're saying the map is lying? I don't expect this to do anything. Yep. Definitely did not do anything. That map is lying to us. What's up with that? Carian Study Hall. Touch some grace. Figuring if I want to sit down. We could sit down. So let's do that. We can level up. Let's get to our endurance to 20. O celestial globe, transmit to posterity the wisdom of the moon and stars, and obscure forever the transgressions of the princes. So this orb might have information of the past. It is saying of the moon and stars, so information of sorceries. But it is also, that goes to saying obscure mention of the princes. Let me read it one more time. Transgressions of the princes. So the princes did something wrong, and he's saying it should not be recorded in history. Let's examine, I suppose. Something fits on the pedestal. Some people are dying here. Appears to be a window we can maybe go through up that elevator. Nothing else going on in here. Can I destroy this? That'd be funny. No, of course not. No destroying for me. I'm definitely trying to jump in this window. Those are some hand demons. And that is a pit of water that'll surely kill me. I don't like that one bit. We're gonna see how it feels about having fire thrown at it. We could just cast a fireball. But you know me, I'm an OG. Respect my fire pot authority. I'm really glad they made it so fire pots are craftable in this game. Okay. No jumping ahead. It did seem like that when this thing falls, it dies. Weird. Oh, there's a third one. Ew, it's so gross up there. Can't believe they recreated Wall Masters from Zelda and made them even worse. In Souls 3... Yeah, in Souls 3 there were like these weird hand baby creatures and they were extremely unsettling. So those hand creatures are giving me those kind of vibes for sure. We're still like, yeah, into going towards the Divine Tower. So this is not the Divine Tower itself. Potentially might lead the way there. Oh my gosh. Okay, this reminds me of Dark Souls 3 as well. There was like a library section towards the end of the game. Don't you dare try jumping. The dichotomy of Dark Souls messages. Yeah, I don't want to get grabbed by something above me that is also just a hand. That sounds unpleasant to say the least. Let's see how this one reacts. It's got like 10 digits. Thankfully it doesn't have a ton of HP. What the heck? What the heck? Why do these have more HP than they should? That was such a slow animation that I did 2 rolls in the time that it took for him to cast it. I guess if it falls, we get free souls. 142. Love to destroy towers of books. I don't know how I feel about these hands. There's so many of them. And they're in positions that just lead to their death if they get hit. What the heck is this guy doing? Like, what is the circumstance that this person somehow found themselves in? Did, like, gravity get reversed? And then they're, like, stuck on the ceiling and they're unsure of what to do about it? So random. Strong foe ahead, try rushing in. Ah. I see. That is indeed a strong foe. Ooh, that was very close. This appears to look like to be a player. It's not, of course, but it does look like an NPC. Preceptor. Sorry, Miriam, but if you're gonna cast a bow in my face, I'm gonna backstab you. This is very reminiscent of Dark Souls 3. There was a big-hatted caster, or a couple of them, in fact, in Dark Souls 3 during one of the final castle sections, and you had to chase them through the library to finally kill them. But chasing them also meant you had to run through a crapload of traps in the process. In this game, it seems the equivalent of crapload of traps would be waves of monsters. Miriam is slowly walking toward us. So is the one in the middle. I highly doubt Miriam has a FP, so she's probably just going to keep casting until the end of time. Okay, it seems we aroused the suspicion of the rest of them. And if we didn't prior, we definitely did now. Yeah, get closer. Nice. Okay, they're kind of weak to fire. Now is perhaps the time. Yeah, go for another cast so I can backstab ya. We are one-handing, and she's gone again. Looks like she can't necessarily hit us from here yet. Oh, who knew? More blue ghosts. Rude. Just ensuring there was nothing behind us. Go for the backstab once again. We are surrounded. I'm gonna retreat. Because this railing is our safe spot. Where the heck is it now? Oh, she's all the way up top. Jeez, she really does just teleport around, eh? Not a big fan of this situation we found ourselves in. What's this item? Carian Glintstone Staff. I don't know if we have this one. I put the stabs away. That we have found. One of the two types of Carian staffs given to sorcerers that they might enact the role of knight. Enhances Carian sword skills. I gotta imagine there's nothing underneath this elevator. And I am correct. Looks like death down there. Good luck. That's not a fun message. Behold, mage. This might be the final section of where we fight the mage because... Wow! I guess when she fully charges it... Oh, I don't want to run in now. If it's a full charge, it launches an explosion when it hits wherever it hits. Of course. What? You can do that? Yo, get out of here with that bull crap. I'm supremely unhappy with this situation now. Do I want to climb the ladder? Probably not. God, I hope she doesn't teleport up there into the rafters. I thought she was gonna go for the charge and she did not. Dude, she can just start casting her damn spell and then teleport away. That is the audacity of such a maneuver. Can't wait to get over here and find 2 more enemies. 2 more enemies and have the caster disappear yet again. I don't want to run in now, but she's teleporting away anyway? No, she didn't really. I mean, I guess she did anyway. She's just like taunting us at this point. It's so extremely rude. I'm not having a good time. I want to get off Miriam's wild ride. Wow, she spawned a whole army behind me. Well, maybe not a whole army, but at least like 1 legion. What is this item? Golden Rune. Hi, Miriam. Dude, I'm sick of your bull crap already. This is the start? We literally haven't even touched her. Dude. Do I gotta use the ladder? And drop down? Oh, who didn't see that one coming? I thought I was gonna die there for sure. There's rats up here. Why are there rats up here? She has stopped casting. There's also another person on the ceiling again. I don't want to mess with all these rats, so I'm just going to mess with this one. I don't want to mess with any. Got more HP than I wished it did. Miriam appears to have let her guard down. Hopefully she stands underneath the rafter. We get a good lunging attack on her. Oh no. In fact, she's climbing up. Why would you do this? Goodbye. Magic downpour. Did she drop anything else down there? Doesn't appear so. Visions of City. I guess they're referring to Anne Orlando. Because that was the first moment in a Souls game where you had to climb up the rafters and realize that everything was out to get you, in case you hadn't realized it already. There's a blue item on the second set of rafters here. There's also a rat on that chandelier below us, which to me suggests we could go climb down them if we really wanted to. I think this rat sees us. See how it dodges this? Did not. Cheesing the rats a little bit. The rats like their cheese. I still don't understand why there's a caster up there. We didn't read that magic spell, so I'm just gonna go back towards the ladder and read it briefly. What was the spell she gave us? Magic downpour. Summon one of the sorceries of the Carian royal family. Summons a mass of magic that fires projectiles over a wide area. Sorcery can be cast in motion. Said to have been taught by the Crystallians to mark the swearing of the Old Concord. The Crystallians. We had a reference to the Crystallians before. A sorcery of the Crystal Cadre, a group of sorcerers who pursued the wisdom of stone, the secrets locked in the faint cogitation of the Crystallians. I wonder if the Crystallians... Now hear me out folks. Are the Crystallians aliens? The ones who maybe taught the humans, or the demigods perhaps, how to cast sorceries. There do be a blue item up there. There's also a rather large staircase going up as well. I kind of want to go down and get to the other side of this tower where we saw that village. Don't want to get closer to those rats above us, so we're gonna go over here since I see this ladder. Another corpse afflicted by some sort of gravitational curse. Imagine starving as you're just hanging out on the ceiling. Because that's how that guy died. I have to imagine anyway. Unless there was enough blunt force trauma having your gravity reversed. Just gonna continue cheesing these rats. Because I don't want to fight them as they want to fight me. There's one more. I don't know if we need to mess with it, but it is just costing us a fire pot. to make the fight a little easier. Thought for sure when we get to the second layer of rafters, we would find a way up. Cerulean Seed Talisman. Still a little worried about reading it while we're up here, but I think I'm going to do so. Boost FP restoration from the Flask of Cerulean Tears. Cerulean colored talisman patterned after Erdtree Seed. Erdtree was once perfect and eternal, and thus was it believed that Erdtree seeds could not exist. So in the start of the age of the Erdtree, people thought it was so perfect that it could not reproduce. But perhaps it just took so long to reproduce that it took a couple ages for that to be considered a thing. So unfortunately, we don't have an obvious path of where to go. So now we gotta take the non-obvious path, which is along these chandeliers, where there is either a white rat or just, I guess, another rat in general. I don't know if it's a special rat or not. We entered from that doorway down below. It appears we probably want to go over there. First off, corpse. I don't know if I hope we can just get along the side of the ladder here. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I think this rat might be a normal rat, but it's illuminated. Okay, I wasn't sure if we could stand up on here. Is this rat like sleeping? What's going on here? Oh, it's a corpse. This rat is not. Like, there's no way. Oh, it is, maybe. I can't lock onto it. I don't like the swaying of the chandelier. It makes me uneasy. All the messages on that chandelier have got to be like, oops. Because it doesn't look like you can go anywhere from that chandelier. I feel like I gotta do a running jump here and I'm scared to do it. Wait a second. I'm just going down the way I came up. Oh my gosh. Well, I thought for sure this would be a place to go. I mean, technically it is, I guess. I don't know what to do now. If only I had some sort of magic spell that would flip gravity and send me upwards. Nah, that can't exist. Surely. It was a bit in jest. I'm sure it doesn't exist for players because that would just be absurd. They'd have to design the whole game around that spell, basically. So it almost certainly does not exist. This is where the hands were. Speaking of hands... Oh yeah, I forgot to put my bow on the other hand. Speaking of hands... Get some more or less free souls. Only the cost of 2 arrows. I don't really want to go back down that way, because that is just where the Site of Grace was. Maybe we... Okay, so at the bottom of this tower, there was a place to put an item. So maybe we're like just missing something here. Like we need that item. It's not going to stop me from going back up here anyway. Even more hands. I'm going to shoot them all down. I mean, I don't expect anything to happen after shooting them down, but I am going to do it. It's not like we're low on arrows. It's not like arrows cost a lot in the first place. But yeah, I think maybe if we find whatever that specific item they're looking for, we put it on the little pedestal, maybe it like drains the water. That's certain death. And if it drains the water, then maybe we can go down there through that little window path we saw earlier. This is all conjecture, of course. I'm just gonna be pretty disappointed if I leave after killing Miriam, having not encountered anything else here. I think I'm just hearing the chandeliers swaying. Chains clinking. Clattering. Clunking. If there's a message pointed at a wall, it is guaranteed to say liar ahead. There's nothing up here. There really is nothing up here. I just want to make sure we can warp on out of here if I do conclude that there's nothing. We can. Well, there's definitely nothing on this floor of the rafters, and I think I basically concluded there was nothing on the next floor either, so might be stumped. There are all those messages below. Could be a hidden wall somewhere. A secret wall. But I don't really feel like hitting every single wall I've ever seen. If that item doesn't drain the water, then it might just lower this thing. And if it lowers the thing, then we can get onto it. Actually, the way that this thing is aligned, if it lowers, it's going to hit the rafter. I mean, that won't necessarily stop it from lowering still. Like, it could just clip through, of course. Is there like another area I can fall down to? It doesn't seem like it. I don't see any doors. Oops. I'm so mad I'm chucking fireballs. I'm not even really mad, I'm just flummoxed that there's nothing up here. Well, I guess we did slay Miriam, so she won't be back later when we do come back here. This was just the talisman that this corpse had. Of course, being a caster talisman makes sense to me. That was a bad jump. I didn't run. I didn't think I needed to. How many souls was that? Not that many. Whatever Miriam gave us, I suppose. Do you think the blue illusion ghosts will be back? I have to imagine that A, to get the item that we need for this tower, we need to go to Rhea Lucaria. B, this tower just leads to the Divine Tower. So, we don't even need to be here. We don't need to do this. Just disappointed that we're not finding the path to that town on the other side of this building. I thought for sure there would be a way. I'm just running past all these spirits to get my souls. Surely they'll be on the rafters. None of those spirits seem to be casters, if I remember correctly, so none of them should be a threat to us. I do see the runes on top of the rafters. They are following. This might be a bad plan, but I'm doing it. Another 14,000. That is a level, so don't want to lose it. I guess we'll just teleport to the study hall entrance for the moment. Sit down, level up once more. We're at 20 endurance now. We can probably equip more heavy armor if we really want to. I'm okay with our armor set for now, though. Well, that's unfortunate. Again, I'm more disappointed we haven't found our way over there. I guess I'm going to... Hidden path ahead. Gonna go back to the artist's shack. I'm gonna get another look at what the other side of this tower before I declare it untraversable or a waste of time. Definitely could not get onto the roof there. Try jumping. No, I don't think I will. It does seem like we might be able to get down on these gravestones here. What's funny is I kind of declared that this eastern cliffside might have nothing after we found that catacombs, but it appears I was incorrect. Alright, here we go. First off here. Found ourselves in a village, or going to be in a village of pot friends. I should have jumped. It's fine. Once again, I am overestimating my platforming by not putting in all the effort I could be. This is definitely a jump. I don't want to mess this one up. Jarburg. Really, just Jarburg. I can't get over that there was a map that says, you know, there's a path right here, and then it just lies to you. It lies straight to your face. What's on the roof? Smithing stone 3. Hey, we might get some good materials here at least. In Jarburg. I was rather hasty in jumping down, but I doubt that there's anything else I could have landed on. There's a site of grace over there. I guess we're talking to this jar.
Hello, Cuz.
She called me Cuz.
What are you doing here? I didn't think anyone knew about this place. Except us jars. Ah. Are you going to be the new potentate?
Potentate. I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna say, I'll be your potentate.
Truly. wonderful news. It's not easy being potentate, though.
Tell me more.
I know. Show me your hands. It's just a little test, cuz. To see if you've got the right stuff.
How can you see anything? You're a pot.
Your skin isn't so smooth, is it? You need slick, slidey hands to be potentate, you know? I'm sorry, cuz. But I don't think you've got what it takes.
Why? Because I work with my hands?
Don't look so glum, cuz. We can still chat. Potentate or not, come back and visit me. When you can. Don't look so glum, cuz.
Okay. Not quite sure what that's all about. This pot appears to be sleeping. This pot's doing yoga. No attacking ahead. Well, we found ourselves at Pottsburg. What is it called? Jarburg. And what was that name? Jar-Bairn. Not Jar-Bairn. That might be a different character. But Jar-Bairn. What's over here? Coffins. Which means free runes and maybe some skeletons. Actually, I think usually it was just wolves guarding coffins. Hopefully no more wolves. I've had my fill of killing wolves today. Again, it's only the coffins that are slightly ajar that you can loot from. If they're closed or they're open completely, then they don't have loot. Seems to be the theme there. Let's go back to Jarburg. Pottsville. Trying to think of a third one. Vaseton. I don't know, are they vases? Vases? Not really. Let's see what kind of nonsense we'll find in here. A cracked pot. That's my kind of nonsense. Lots of flowers. Like tons and tons of flowers. Another oh, a ritual pot. That's new. It's gotta be a key item, right? Container required for crafting ritual pot items. This empty pot somehow mends itself when broken. Special item with greater durability than a cracked pot. Essential vessel for crafting ritual pot items. The materials and magic sealed within deploy their effects when the pot is thrown. So I guess there's normal throwable cracked pot items, and then there is another tier of them, perhaps. Seriously, tons and tons of materials here. Flower materials, specifically. Does seem like a rather happy town, I have to imagine. I am stealing all their flowers, and hopefully that's not why they're so chill, it's because all the flowers. Maybe they just like gardening. Like, look at all that materials I just got. I'm robbing these folks blind. Behold champion. Another blue item. Hey, now we got 10 cracked pots. Pretty pleased with that. Ruined shack up ahead. Some items inside. Another cracked pot, a living jar shard too. Just looted the corpse of one of these jars. Can't lock on to any of them, so does this one want to talk? I hope I'm just not, like, they're not going to get mad that I'm looting them blind of all their flowers. It does seem like they are the ones gardening. Well, this is a nice little diversion after the heck that we just went through inside that building. I'm glad there was a moment of peace in between all the pain that we just had. I do wish we could figure out what the potentate, I don't know what that was, what the word is, potentate? At first I just thought it was just like a reference on the word pot, but potent is like a word, of course. So perhaps we are not potent enough. I don't want to go on a killing spree of these creatures, which is the only other thing I can think of doing here.
We can still come back and visit me.
Maybe if we follow up with Alexander's quest, we can come back here at some point and have more to say to Jar-Bairn. But I think we're done here. So let's go to round table briefly. And by round table, I mean put down a bunch of waypoints. We're going to upgrade that grafted blade greatsword. It's going to cost us a little bit. We can also give the book that we have to Brother Corin. The Dragon Cult's prayer book.
Is a work of heresy?
Yes, everything I give you is a work of heresy, apparently.
Very well.
I'm sick of you whining. Got the lightning spear, requires 17 faith. Summons a lightning spear. Excuse me. Lightning spear hurls it before the caster. Long ago, Godwin the Golden defeated the ancient dragon Fortisax and befriended his fallen foe, an event that gave rise to the ancient dragon cult in the capital. So he defeated the dragon and then befriended him. That's how that reads to me. The Honed Bolt, one of the incantation capital's ancient dragon cult, summons lightning bolt of lightning to strike foes from above. Same lore, as well as this has the same lore as well. Chance armament held in the right hand with lightning affinity attacks. How much does that cost? 15 faith to cast. So, looks like we're not going to be casting any of those anytime soon. The only one we can kind of cast is heal, and that doesn't look that tempting to me. I don't think anyone's going to have anything new to say. We should go talk to Nephili Lou. We haven't talked to her.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Encher's guarding just over there.
Oh, okay.
If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while.
So her father is Gideon Ofnir, her foster father, that is.
It's about time I headed off. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
Okay.
It's about time I'll see you again.
And then she said this guy's name and I immediately forgot it. Like, as I don't know. I'm not going to guess it. I guess I'll watch the video back and write it down, because otherwise I'm going to forget it.
What is it?
We can ask him about Nephili now.
I understand you've been speaking to Nephili. She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity...
Are you saying something about axe-wielding barbarians?
So I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
What's that supposed to mean? Despite her looks. She looks like she's pretty capable. What is he saying? Because she's a pretty face. You shouldn't misjudge her. I don't know why I came over here, to be honest. I'm not interested in what they're selling. I still don't completely trust Gideon and his guard over there. Definitely don't trust Rajir. anymore either.
To see you, son.
It's got nothing else going on though. Let's go talk to Roderica.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit tuning?
I don't know why I talked to Roderica, because I don't really want to tune any spirits just yet. Thea just chilling. What else is new? Hello, Hugh. This man, you don't talk to Hugh for 2 minutes and he's like, oh, that man's dead now. Never once will see that hero ever again. Oh, I didn't even realize our Clawmark Seal is just as powerful as our Heavy Great Axe now. We need 2,380 souls to upgrade the Grafted Blade Greatsword once. We might be able to upgrade it again immediately. I think I'm going to do that on my own time, and I'm going to call this a video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button. Very much appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next episode. See ya, folks.